first about cyclopropanes, right? So cyclopropanes. So in cyclopropanes, let us see whether it is optically active or not. Chlorine. See, this is cyclopropane. Cyclopropane means 3 carbon should be in cyclic form, and it is has got monosubstrate chlorine, right? This is cyclopropane, right? Whether it is optically active or not, let us see. See, the same structure I can draw like this, right? Just if I rotate molecule, I will get like this. If I take a plane and cut the molecule into equal half, see here, the plane cuts this chlorine into 2 equal halves, and here this carbon will be mirror image. All these parts will be mirror image. So it has got plane of symmetry. And I have told you that if a molecule has got plane of symmetry, then it will be optically inactive. So it is optically inactive. Optically inactive means achiral. So it is optically inactive. And we know that the compounds which are optically inactive, they won't have mirror image, right? Only mirror image will be possible for enantiomers, and enantiomers will be optically active. Since these are optically inactive, they don't have mirror image. See here, if for this, if they give you mirror image like this, both will be same. If I take the molecule, if I rotate it like this, I will get the same structure. If you feel uncomfortable with it, take this and do the mirror image, you will get the same. If I take this molecule and I superimpose, it will superimpose. So this is optically inactive. Whereas if it was enantiomer, the molecule will be optically active and its mirror image will also be optically active. But if I take and superimpose, it won't superimpose. That is, the mirror image will be non-superimposable. Such compounds are enantiomers which are optically active. Since this is optically inactive, see, its mirror image is superimposing on it. So it is optically inactive. So these are not enantiomers, right? So all the basic details I have explained in few classes, right? About enantiomers, those things I have explained in basic stereochemistry. So those videos are available, you can watch them, right? So let us see few more things. See, they will give you the cyclopropane, chlorine here, above chlorine here. Whether it is optically active or not, they will ask. I will tell it is also optically inactive. Why it is so? See here. This is cyclopropane, right? This will be in planar structure, and one chlorine will be above the plane like this. Other chlorine will be below the plane. Let me show you it like this. See here. This is cyclopropane, planar structure. One chlorine is above the plane, other chlorine is below the plane. If I pass a plane of symmetry, right, a plane, it cuts the both chlorine into equal halves. This also cuts equal half, this also, because one is above, one is below. One chlorine is here, other chlorine is here. So it cuts into 2 equal half, and other will be the mirror image like this, right? The both chlorine will be cut into 2 equal half, right? This chlorine also cuts into 2 equal half, this also, because one is above, one is below. But here we can't in 2-dimensional, that is in board, in question paper they will give you like this only. If you send the like this plane of symmetry, you won't see the chlorine cuts into equal half, right? Whereas here, if you imagine the model, or if you do take a model and do the structure, you will get to know, right? So we can cut this, so it has got plane of symmetry, so it will be optically inactive. Instead of Cl, if they give you OH, right? Here also same thing. One chlorine is above the plane, other OH will be below the plane. So see here one chlorine is above the plane and OH is below the plane. A plane cuts into 2 equal half, so it will be optically inactive, right? So this is also optically inactive. Optically inactive means achiral. Means chirality is absent. So this is about optical activity of cyclopropane. Let us see few more examples. See, if they give you structure for cyclopropane to be like this, chlorine above, chlorine above. If both chlorine are above, it is like cis, and another possibility will be like this: one chlorine above, other chlorine will be below. Trans, right? Whether it is optically active or not. See, here a plane passes, cuts into two equal half, and this will be the mirror image of this one. So it is optically inactive because it has got plane of symmetry. What happens here? No, here see, here a plane cuts, but see, this is above and this is below. This is cyclopropane, one chlorine will be above, other chlorine will be below. So plane of symmetry is not there, right? Since plane of symmetry is absent, so it will be optically active. Optically active means chiral, right? So this molecule is optically active, so it should got mirror image. Here it won't have mirror image because both the mirror image will be superimposable. But here see, if I place a mirror, I will get this chlorine comes below and this chlorine comes above. See, if I rotate, however, if I wish to rotate, we won't get the superimposable mirror image. See, if I rotate it by like this, and if I try to superimpose, it won't superimpose, right? You can take a model, cyclopropane you do, one chlorine above, one chlorine below, that is trans, at 1, 2 position, and try it, right? You won't get. So this is optically active and its mirror image would superimpose, so it will be optically active, right? I think you are getting it. See here, if I rotate it however I wish, I won't get the same like this. So these compounds are non-superimposable mirror images, so optically active. So we can call both of them as enantiomers. Whereas since it is optically inactive, we won't get enantiomers. Right? Let us see few more things. See here. Let us do these things. See, the same thing I will consider above chlorine, below chlorine. I told it is optically inactive. It can be, why I told? Because it has got plane of symmetry, I told. One more method is there to prove it is optically inactive. That is, see here. Chlorine atomic number is more, so preference 1 here. Next this carbon gets 2 here. Next this carbon gets 3. Since hydrogen is 4 and it is below the plane, so preference will be 1, 2, 3. So anti-clockwise it is yes, right? So here 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hydrogen below the plane, so clockwise it gives R. So here also same molecular formula, same chlorine, same carbon, same hydrogen, everything. So one is rotating the plane polarized to R, other one is rotating the plane polarized to yes, right? One will be minus 50, other will be plus 50. Totally it will be 0. So it is optically inactive. This is another method. We can say that molecule is optically inactive by giving its R and S nomenclature, because R and S is given to the optically active compounds. If intercancellation occurs, that will be optically inactive. Such compounds are called what? Meso compounds. Meso compounds. These things we have discussed, right? So if we discuss again, you will get to know. It becomes easy for you to understand, right? So see here. Here let me take chlorine. Here let me take OH. So if I take a plane and cut, there is no mirror image, because hydrogen will be mirror image, but chlorine is not mirror image of OH. So I tell it has no plane of symmetry, so it will be optically active. So it has got chiral, right? Chirality is there with this compound. Again I can prove with R and S nomenclature. See here, 1, 2, 3. Anti-clockwise, yes. Here 1, 2, 3. R. See here. Here this carbon has got one chlorine, hydrogen and 2 carbon. This carbon has got one OH, hydrogen, 2 carbon. So different group. If this carbon rotates the plane polarized, let us say plus 50, and this rotates it in anti-clockwise, say minus 25, totally we get plus 25. So there is optically activity. Why it is not rotating as same as here? Because it has got OH. If there was chlorine here, then it used to rotate same in anti-clockwise minus, so intercancellation used to occur. But here no intercancellation, because OH is there, it won't rotate same as that of chlorine, so it is minus 25. I am going to get plus 25, right? This is for assumption, to make you understand. I am taking randomly the numbers, right? It is not the true value, right? But I hope you will get this thing, right? So it is optically active. So few more examples let us see with cyclopropane. And the thing you need to do is, if the compounds are optically active, you need to draw their mirror images, right? Let us do with cyclobutane. So cyclobutane means structure will be like this: cyclic compound and 4 carbon. This is cyclobutane. Let us take first example, 1 3 position, 1 2 3 4, methyl above and methyl above. So see here, a plane, if I pass, how it will divide? It cuts this methyl and hydrogen into 2 equal half, and this plane passes like this carbon into 2 equal half. This carbon and this carbon will be mirror image. Because of this plane of symmetry, the molecule has got plane of symmetry, it will be optically inactive, means achiral. Since it is optically inactive, no mirror image, right? No mirror image means no enantiomers, right? So this is optically inactive. Let us do this thing, one above methyl, one below methyl. So this is cis conformation. Why? Both methyl are above. Here what I have done, one is above, one is below, right? So whether it is optically active or not, here also it is optically inactive, because a plane can cut this methyl and hydrogen into equal half, this hydrogen and this methyl into equal half, and this like this. A plane passes, it cuts these things, everything equal half, and this will be mirror image of this. So it has got plane of symmetry, so it is optically inactive. So achiral, no mirror image. So since no mirror image, no enantiomers. So these things you need to understand. I hope you are getting the structure. If you are not getting, please purchase the models and try to do, right? If I want to do, I have to do the structures of all cyclopropane, cyclobutane, cyclohexane, like, so it becomes difficult for me, because I don't have such numbers of models. Only I can do for 3-4 structures, right? So I hope you are getting what I am explaining in this 2-dimensional board, right? So let us see. Yes, one more thing, I was explaining about this, right? See here, one more evidence that I can give whether it's optically inactive is, I told one is plane of symmetry, other one is I can do R and S nomenclature. See here, first preference here. So first carbon gets preference, right? See here, to give preference, I can't give preference to any of these 2 carbon, because this carbon attached to same group, this carbon is attached to same group. So I can't give 1 2, because both are equivalent. Since I can't give numbering, so I can't do R or S nomenclature. Since I can't do R or S nomenclature, it will be optically inactive. Only we can do R or S nomenclature to those compounds which are optically active. In some compounds which are optically inactive, we can do R and S nomenclature, but there will be intercancellation. Such compounds are meso compounds, right? Those will be optically inactive. These things you need to understand. Similarly here also, if it was down also, we can't do R and S nomenclature, so it will be optically inactive. And also their mirror images will be overlapping, means those will be superimposable, so those will be optically inactive, right? Let us do one more thing like this. See, they will give like this: methyl is above, here methyl is below, and they will give here chlorine. Let us take whether it is optically active or not. If you take a plane, you can cut this methyl into equal half, this methyl, and the plane passes like this. This will be this carbons will be mirror image, but chlorine will be above. Here no chlorine above, so it will be, it has no plane of symmetry, so it will be optically active. Optically active means chiral. If it is chiral, it has got mirror image. Its mirror image will be like this here. Methyl, here above one more methyl, and here it is above chlorine. This is its mirror image, and both will be optically active, so both are enantiomers, right? One more interesting thing is, see here, what I did, I draw the structure, I checked whether it is optically active. If it was optically active, I placed a mirror and I took the reflection and I draw, right? Otherwise, we can draw its mirror image, that is its enantiomer directly like this. Here, nothing to do. Draw the structure. Methyl was above, just put this methyl below, and this methyl above, and this chlorine below. This will be the mirror image. You will tell no, mirror image can't be possible. What I will do, just take this molecule, it is like this, just put and do like this, like make it ulta. It was like this, do it like this. If I do it like this, see here, this chlorine was here, it comes here, it was like this, it will be like above the plane here. If I do ulta, it will go below the plane. See here, it has gone below the plane. This was below the plane, it comes above the plane. This was above the plane, it goes below the plane. See whether both the structures are same or not. Did I do anything wrong? Yes, above, and this comes below, right? So both structures are same. So mirror image I can draw by placing mirror, or I can just converting below bonds above, above bond below. If I do, I will get its mirror image. So it is the shortcut way to draw its mirror image, right? So optical activity we can tell by seeing the plane of symmetry, center of symmetry, axis of symmetry. See here, for this molecule I told it is optically inactive. Why it is optically inactive? Because the plane can cut into two equal half. And I can tell also by center of symmetry. See here, this methyl, this methyl, this hydrogen, this hydrogen. This is center of inversion I. Since it has got center of symmetry, it is optically inactive. So to tell the optically activity of the molecule, we can see plane of symmetry or axis of symmetry. We have got axis of symmetry also, center of symmetry, right? If these things are present in a molecule, that molecule will be optically inactive. See here, I told about this molecule also. Here above methyl, here also above methyl. I told it has got plane of symmetry, it is optically inactive. But you can tell it has got axis of symmetry. See here, there is C2 axis. If I rotate the molecule by 180 degree, 90, 180 degree, this methyl goes here, this methyl comes here. So the actual structure and the rotated structure will be same. So it has got axis of symmetry, C2 axis. That axis will be C2 axis. Why C2? Because 360 degree I have rotated only 180 degree. So 360 divided by 180 is 2. So what I had done? Rotated by 180 degree. So it is C2 axis. The molecules which has got axis of symmetry will be optically inactive, because that's the rule, right? If you remember these things, it's enough, right? Whether, let us see here, I took 1-3 position. It's the same thing. Let me take here 1-2 position, methyl above and this methyl below. Whether it is optically active or not, we will take a plane like this, right? No, this is above, this is below, no plane of symmetry, it is optically active. And also center of symmetry, don't tell like this. This is above, below, here, center like this. It should be center to all. See here, where is center of symmetry? See, this carbon is center, this carbon is center. For this methyl also center, for this hydrogen is also center. Here what happens? Only for methyl it will be center, hydrogen it will be center, not for this carbon. Center of symmetry means it should be center for all the atoms. That is, the whole molecule should have center of symmetry, right? See, if this is the structure, it has got center of symmetry, this one. every face has got same distance, so this is center of symmetry. If the structure is like this, can I put center of symmetry? No, because one is above, one below, so we don't have center of symmetry, right? So this is about the optical activity of cyclobutanes. Let us see one more example, right? How many time it's I have got only 1 minute, right? 1 minute. So I have left with few more structures. Let us discuss that in next class. Till then, take care.